Everybody's trying to give you different tips or the same tips, but their way and how they learned it. And this is how I learned it, and I made some mistakes along the way, but what I did was to keep on practicing every day, and that is the only simple answer that how to actually make it. Just practice every day. Yes, you need to train your physical body too, but in the end, it's in your head. Simply at first, I would recommend to begin by holding your elbows and then placing them in front of you, right under the shoulder, so it's in the same line. And then just pressing up from there, similar to a dolphin pose, but not quite, because your arms are differently. But this way you will begin to start building strength in your shoulders and making the pressure be on your arms and your shoulders, because in a headstand there is not that much pressure on your head at all. After that, come up again, hug your elbows again, but now as you place your elbows on the ground, open your arms in front of you, interlace your fingers and set your fingers, your pinky fingers on the ground. And then to this cup here, you're supposed to place your head, the crown of your head. This is the time when I would recommend actually beginning to practice placing your head to this cup you have formed right next to a wall, because you should be trying just to kick up with one leg or two legs or however, just to see what feels comfortable and how are you placing the pressure on your head. At first, yes, have a wall in front of you as you're trying to find what is a comfortable place, and then hold it there for like 1 minute, or begin with 15 seconds and then 30, then 45, and then finally 1 minute. Practicing that maybe for the first week of your headstand training, but just trying to figure out how is your neck feeling, how is your body adjusting to this new pose and being upside down, because that's how I learned it. And I began with kicking up with just one leg, and only later on I started practicing kicking up together with both legs, after I found the confidence with my head and my shoulders to kick up without injuring myself and being sure that I can trust myself. Maybe at first it will feel really hard to lift both legs at the same time, so then just hug one leg to your chest and extend the other one, and slowly do this kick up movement just to play around with the pose a little bit, even though the goal again is to lift both legs at the same time. After that, you should begin practicing how to fall down, because that's where your mind gets tricky. The first time when I kicked up into a headstand without a wall and I fell, your mind is so afraid to fall down that before you fall the first time, it'll be absolutely discouraging to even try kicking up to a headstand without a wall. For the first times when you start practicing headstand without a wall, just have something soft near you in case you fall, and you probably will fall. Most likely you will. But as soon as you get over the fear of falling and just kind of like learn how to roll out of a headstand, the falling and all that, it's not going to be that bad. And then one day you'll actually be able to hold the headstand. When you place your elbows on the ground, form your cup, and then place your head into the cup, and then first don't kick up, but take both of your legs together at the same time. Walk them first close to your body, as close as possible, and then from there press your thighs to your chest, and then maybe hold it there at first. And now you might have learned how to build up to a headstand by putting one leg up at first and then the second one follows. That's great. But to find the stability in your headstand, you need to learn how to bring both legs at the same time. You'll be falling down, probably a lot, maybe a little. But when your thighs are next to your chest and you try to lift them up, but all of a sudden you fall down, your legs are not that high and you're actually just gonna roll over. You're not falling down from a tall cliff at all, you're falling down from a small cliff. When you finally are able to lift both legs at the same time, they might not be straight, they might be a little bit, like not completely straight, but slowly, you will feel that your shoulders and hips are aligned and they'll actually feel really light to be upside down. And from there, you can start counting your breaths, maybe staying with 2 breaths, coming slowly down the same way you came up, building the strength in your core to come down, slowly hugging your legs back to your chest again, and then coming down to the floor. Or maybe hug the thighs to your chest and go up again and down again. That's actually a really good core workout. Only obstacles there really are your mind. You don't need killer abs to do a headstand. You need a strong mind. This was my 2 cents on how to build up to a headstand. Hopefully you learned something new, but I'd love to know how you have learned a headstand or what is your process right now. Just leave a comment and tell me about your experience, and is it really about the core or the mind, or what is your story?